until 1980. Now, before the elections of 1980, we told our people, please, can we remove all these shades? Because in 1962, you had multiple voting.
At Protea Hotels by Marriott, some things are your business and some are ours. Yours? Booking your stay. Ours? Giving you the welcome you deserve. Book now and do more than just business. Go there with Marriott Bonvoy.
You didn't have registers which you were sure of, and the voting was in a Bisakati, in enclosure. So we said, please, can we discuss how to vote accurately? They didn't want. They just wanted elections. And they cheated. And we told them that if you cheat, we are going to fight. That's what happened. So when we defeated those groups, we started with lining up. 1989, because that lining up was Ukakasanti. These are your real people. To remove the other issue of ballot stuffing, remove the issue of multiple voting, remove the issue of dead people also voting, because if you are dead now, you don't have time to line up. You can't come to line up. So it worked well, 89, the lining up. But when we went to the CA, they said, no, we must go back to, because the lining up had the issue of people seeing that you didn't vote for me, and it could have some parana. So that's why when we came to 94, 96, we went back to secret ballot. But we put these measures which you still see. Have one ballot paper. Don't have separate ballot papers, so that the pictures of the candidates are all on one paper, as you saw. Secondly, have one ballot box. Thirdly, tick privately, but where all people are seeing, so that they see that you have ticked only one paper. Fourthly, have agents of candidates, agents. Let them be there to see, because all these were not allowed. In the 1962, it was not allowed. You are not allowed to have agents. It was up to the Electoral Commission people. Then count immediately after voting, because that was also another issue. In 1962, they would take the boxes from here to Mbarara. It would take like a week taking the boxes. They will count there, you are not there, then they just announce. So here we said, count and announce immediately after the elections. Now, so this was like, we thought it would eliminate cheating. And it can, but it depends on one thing, vigilance. The agents to really be vigilant. But many times the agents are not vigilant. They are not vigilant. So still, like in the last election, opposition infiltrated 2.7 million votes. Those votes which they say opposition got were not, they never got those votes. They were infiltrated by the opposition. They printed 1 million votes on Nkrumah Road, and we brought another 1.7 from Dubai. It's a fact. We got these facts, but afterwards. So that's why all this time we have been saying, no, let's go electronic, biometric, capture the fingerprint and the face. Yes, you will vote manually, like you saw me voting, but after the machines have confirmed that I am the one, and that I will vote only once, I'm not allowed to. Now, so this machine works, as you saw. But some people feared it, didn't want it to work. Some people feared it. Some people feared the machine. They fear the machine. They don't want the machines to work. So this morning, being a guerrilla, I get up early. I'm not like you people who kondeza. You know kondeza? Who kondeza. Abaganda banikigambo kyo banange. To oversleep. Huh?
Amalowooza agali eno bagamba nti kuba kufuluuta.
That is snoring. To oversleep.
Bagambye kuba kuwoomereza. Nti okubulizaako.
Ngenda kumugamba Kabaka Mutebi Abaganda mazike ekyoli nyankole. Okondeza is a clear, so I don't kondeza. So 6:30 I rang Todwong. Todwong was up there in Nwoya. I was checking about our agents, my agents. They must be here. My don't call them, leave them, they are on duty. I was checking, have my agents arrived? Said yes, some of them have arrived. This was like 6:30. Many of them have arrived, but we now have a problem of the machines. What is the problem? The software, this and that and that and that. Then I checked now with the Shiba, engineer Shiba. I hear stories about the machines. Then Shiba said the machines have no problem, but the people some people in the Electoral Commission delayed to bring their biodata, what they call biodata, so that it is entered into the machine. So that machine can only be operated by somebody whom it has already been allocated. Is the only one who can open it. Otherwise, if Yoweri Museveni, a very important man, president, general, if I come and try to open it, it will not accept me. It will say, sorry, sikumanyi. So somebody in the Electoral Commission delayed to send the picture. Whose pictures were sent? Who opened this machine here? He's there, but he's on duty. Don't divert him. So, what is his name? Akampa Sara. When was she recruited? Maybe our big woman here can brief us. The machine operator, give her Muzindaro. Come. Ibenda kumuzindaro.
She's coming.
They will bring it here.
Your Excellency, Thank you for that question. The polling officials were recruited beginning on 22nd of December 2025. Throughout, we took them through the recruitment process until 2nd of January of this year, when we started the trainings. We trained them for 5 days consecutively. As of yesterday, Your Excellency, we were still training as a refresher to remind them in case they forgot, because we are dealing with a machine. We took them through yesterday countrywide, and they were ready to work.
Okay. So, but the machine to work had to be operated by the one who has already explained that one?
Yes, for the biometric voter verification kit to work, first of all, it is used by 2 officers, the operator and the presiding officer. For it to work, you must assign them before they can use it.
Assign them how?
You take their particulars, like their national identity card, NIN, and their biodata. So we submitted at the district level to the Electoral Commission headquarters IT, and they assigned them to the machines.
They integrated them?
Yes, Your Excellency.
And that's why the machine is accepting them?
That's why they are able to use the machines.
Are you part of that, or you are a bigger woman?
I am a returning officer of the district. So for you, but I supervise them, sir.
So you are not among the openers?
I'm not among the operators, Your Excellency.
So what happened was that some people in the Electoral Commission did not send the particulars of the operators to the machines. So I checked, they are saying that some of them, even by this morning, had not sent their biodata by this morning. Some were sending by 9. Was this deliberate? We are going to check that. So when I started checking by 8, 9, people started ringing me. The machines are working in a few places, in other places they are not working. So the Electoral Commission proposed, and I had to support it, because people have gathered from morning, from 7, that we vote manually, because it was not correct for people to just go home. But the machine works. So there must be, we're going to find out why there was a delay by people to send the biodata to the machines. I know people who cheat, opposition. Last time they got 2.7 million votes by cheating. But this time we are also very, very alert. Although the machines have not worked well, we have got other measures which we are following up. So this is, since you are rumor mongers, this is not a rumor, these are true stories which I have told you. I can answer a few questions. Abakoze kutera ubulunu barabakuriye banaelewa ntabantu bejabe abantu baza kutera karabuna. Okay. Oh.
Thank you, Your Excellency. I'm by the names of Robert Onyango. I work with UBC. Congratulations, first of all, for having gone around the entire country for 3 months, canvassing for votes. It has not been an easy journey. We saw you under the sunshine, under the rain, but you finally managed and made it to where we are today. Your Excellency, this is the 7th time you are casting the vote under this arrangement, where as a country, Uganda, we choose leaders at all levels. Though we have started with these 2 categories. I'm just removing or setting aside the 1980 elections, which you have always disputed. That's why I have not made it 8. But on the bottom line, Your Excellency, what kind of president have you voted for today? One you'd wish to lead Uganda in the coming 5 years, looking at the demands of our society, where service delivery, security, peace, and the rest is a core principle of which the NRM party, which you lead, is running and intending to run the next government. And probably, if you wanted supporters like members of parliament and local leaders, to the voters who have not yet voted, which kind of leaders can they send to you so that you work with them in the coming 5 years? Your Excellency, I will not limit it to there, but just give me 1 second. You have insinuated about what happened in the last elections in 2021. If you can just add it on this, my 1 question. Are you ready this time round to accept the outcome of this election, just in case the opposition once again rise up and manipulate the exercise, as you have always alluded? Thank you, Excellency.
Well, if we had known the manipulation in time, we would have challenged it. But we came to know about it later. We came to know about it post-mortem. But this could be one manipulation. We are going to study more. Like this one here, we're going to find out why, what was the problem. Because I have voted with the machines here, I put my Ugandans all over the world, listen to what I have done here. I'm a good experiment. I'm a good guinea pig. I put my right chinkumu, that's what they call sampling. The machine did not accept it. I put my left, it did not accept it. Why? It could be that when we took them, we used a different angle. When you put an angle to me, but the real decisive factor was the face. My face was accepted by the machine here, so the machine works. And the reason we added the machines, the face, was because people had argued that Africans' thumbprints are eroded by holding the hoe. Because they hold the hoe that is.
Please stop using ChatGPT and Canva like children's toys.
So what should I do then?
First, stop scrolling. Second, download Cursive. Third, use it for 15 minutes a day. And finally, you'll become a master of AI tools.
So this is how I became the most dangerous person in the room. One habit changed everything. I replaced social media with micro-learning. Now, instead of wasting time on social media, I spend 15
I voted for people who believe in patriotism. Remember, I've been telling you that. Because as you can see here, all these people here are wealth creators who don't have many parasites here. Cows for milk, cows for beef, and bananas. But these people don't buy my milk. And I also don't buy theirs. Why? Because we have the same products. So who buys our milk? People of Kampala, people like Onyango in Kampala there. They're the ones who buy my milk, who buy my beef, who buy my bananas. So when you see this Banyankore with the mabati, with the brick houses, the money they are using to build their wealth is from Uganda. So that's why we say, you people who are not parasites, love Uganda. Why? Because you need it for your own good. Nzo muntu bwakwata ku Uganda mfiirawo. Awo mfiirawo. Kulwaki? Kubanga Uganda ke kasiyani kange kwendira munange. Bwolaba nzimbe ennyumba ennungi wano ndi kisajja kigaga ndi awo nange temunyooma. But everyone because of Uganda. Even in the 1950s, when I went in the school system, I was supported by 3 people, and none of them was a Munyankore. There was a man called Warisim Mpanga from Kampala who was buying cows and taking them to Kampala for slaughter. He was a Muganda man. Yagulanga ente zaffe natusasula Kaguta nampeerera mu ssomero. Then there was another Kiganda man bwe kiti Kisilamu from Barara called Bukenya. Yagulanga ente zaffe nazireeta mu Barara mu katale waawo. 1956, a Muzungu called Share came and started buying our cows, taking them to Kirembe. Kirembe yali etandise. So you can imagine in the 1950s, I went to school because of Uganda buying my cows, my father's cows. So when you say, whom did you vote for? Me, I want the one who loves Uganda. When you come and you tell me about Badama and who are the Onyangos? The Samia?
Yes, Your Excellency, I'm with Samia.
So, Fungaba Samia, Fungaba Ganda, Fungaba Nankole. Zinkugambira nti sitani nvaako. Genda. So this is the one I have voted for, the one who believes in Uganda. But also, the one who believes in Africa. Because even Uganda is not enough. If you see our production now, so big, this milk, these people here, production of milk is 5.3 billion liters. The internal market is only 1 billion. So if we do not have East Africa, this business would have collapsed. This is the economy of milk. So
you're sinking. You feel the pressure, the unknown. It's closing in. You try to stay strong, but the worries of the future feel like they're pulling you under. Life seems chaotic and out of control. In the storms of life, where do you turn? In times of uncertainty, there is one that will carry you through. He is an anchor of hope and peace. That anchor is Jesus, God's Son, who died on the cross for you. He took our burdens upon himself, then rose from the dead to offer eternal life to anyone who asks forgiveness and trusts in him. When things feel unstable, you don't have to drift through the unknown alone. Let Jesus be the anchor that holds you steady. Click to connect with an online volunteer to learn more about starting a relationship with Jesus.
My question is, over the 90 days of your campaign, a lot of issues have been raised from the locals and a lot of promises that you have made. But what is the most critical concern that you see in Uganda that you're going to start with if Ugandans entrust you and vote for you today? And secondly, ku nsonga y'obuuma tubaye twagala president maybe otunyonyoleko mu Luganda abantu baffe abawansi basobole otegeera kyobadde onyonyola.
Oluganda manda gaweddemu. Now, Uganda is very rich now. There are very many rich people. They are about maybe 70% of the homesteads who are in the money economy. That's how, when you go to the supermarkets, many of the products are coming from Uganda now. Sugar is from Uganda. It used to come from other places. Milk is from Uganda. Beer is from Uganda, Mwabatamivu. Even some of the cloth, like this one here, what I'm putting on, cement is from Uganda, Mitayimbwa from Uganda. So there's a lot of wealth which has come up. In commercial agriculture, manufacturing, services and ICT, hoteli, very many hotels. Transport, Mbaraba, borders, what have you, there are so many. So that one have responded very well. That's why our exports have gone up, coffee. We are now earning more than $13 billion in export earnings. Now our export earnings are now higher than our import bill. We are importing less than we are exporting. But there is about 30% of the people who are still who are still outside the money economy. These are the ones now we need to deal with. And abantu abo balina ebintu nga bitano. First of all, obwavu. Abagaga webali naye n'abavu webali. So poverty. That's why these programs, PDM, all those will be intensified and monitored. Secondly, education. Abana babo kusoma. Abana babana kusomera bwerere. Free education. We've been having problems. Bano banasomako abombyaro tebafayo nnyo kubasoma. So this time really I want the Bazukuru to support me, and we really implement free education in government schools. Then Amadagara Marwaro, there's a problem there which must be sorted out. Immunization is doing well. Then the other issue would be water for drinking and for production. Many people are now doing under PDM. They are doing Jenkoko, Zomchiyumba, Embizi, Embuzi. So they need water near the house. So water is number 4. Then finally, the corruption. Corruption is a big issue, and it creates injustice. Then there is the issue of land evictions. Chibataka, that's another big issue. for the small people. Nze lyange taka lyange tewalasobola kulutwala kubanga nesobola. I'm able, I am informed, I can hire lawyers so I can defend my land, but the small people have a problem. Betulina okulwanako. And then finally, enguudo z'omubyalo. Those roads must be, the tarmac roads must be kept well, and the maram roads also must be kept passable. Two final questions.
Your Excellency, nze ngenda kubuuza mu Luganda, yenze Mukibi Jamiru Kyabasinga, nkola ne Delta TV tukole. Tukuyozayoza Your Excellency gy'otambulidde yonna eggwanga lyonna ng'ofeffetta akalulu akanaakuzza mu ntebe ekisanja kyo ekirala ekyamazima kampeyini eno obadde tokuba bukubi kampeyini wabula obadde otambula osomesa abantu.
Yes, siri mu kampeyini ebyo byammwe
obadde osomesa abantu.
Munkolera ki? I'm the one who is menyeka kulwamwe. So I go to help you to see for yourselves, not me. I need nothing from you. Sina kinetaga byonna mbirina wano.
Tukuyozayoza Your Excellency.
So when I go to see such a large crowd of my people to say, oh yeah, what? God will not like it. When I get a chance, mbasomesa.
Your Excellency, tuli wano bannamawulire twatambula naawe okuva eruweero nga tukwetegerezera okunoonyereza okwo kenkugambye tukukoze wamu. Bannamawulire abatambula naawe okuva eruweero bakusaba nti ng'akalulu waneeno kawedde basooke bakusinkanemuuko bongere okukulaga ebyenjawulo bye balabye mu bitundu by'eggwanga ebyenjawulo.
I would love that. I will take you either Tikisozi or Wakitula nembatira sedume nemulya enyama.
Babadde bakusaba nga tebannaddayo Your Excellency Kampala obasinkanemu. Akasembayo Your Excellency, osuubira akalulu kano okwolaba nga obadde onyumiza bunyumiza bantu obasomesa busomesa ogenda kawangalira ku percentage ki?
If there is no cheating, 80%. So that's why we must stop ballot stuffing. Because even the other time it was they said 58%, but actually it was much more than that. NRM Muria has been all the time winning above 70% from 1996. Now if we don't Kuba, it distorts. If we don't stop the Kuba, it distorts the figure. Asembayo.
Your Excellency, Sansokula Bakosebo. Katonda tumwebaza nti akukuumye paka kati ku lunaku lw'okulonda. Your Excellency, nsooka okwebaza nti owadde abaana ba social media naddala b'oyita ab'olugambo tutambuza enjiri ya NRM era ab'opposition bonna twababikka. Museveni yali ku social media, TikTok, Twitter ne YouTube. Ekibuuzo kyange kiri nti taata nsaba kubuuza era onziremu. Muzeeyi oli punctual, nze wansobera. Muzeeyi bw'ojja mu kalulu ojja bukyali okusomesa abantu bo. Naye bwe ziwera 11:45 muzeeyi ng'aga musajja w'ekikoofiira oyo nga tumanya asiibudde. Other people babeera bakyanoonya akalulu paka saa 12. Ekyo kikoze otya ate ng'oli w'amaanyi mu ggwanga? Thank you.
Kumanga, I can answer that in English. Omanyi si kituufu or a mix. Si kituufu okutawanya abantu mbu waliwo byonoonya gwe. Kati nga bino ebyokubera campaign mu butale, ogeze mu katale abantu bali ku nnaku yaabwe n'enyaanya naki bye batunda, kati gwe nojja n'okola olukungaana mu katale. Isiriyale olaba tofa ku bantu abo, tosobola kujja mu nnimiro yange entunga mu lusuku lwange n'okoleramu olukungaana, nkufumitirawo ogenda mulambo. But these people, they don't care, because lumu nayimirirako walwaka gye batundira eyo mu northern bypass. When you are coming from Nambole side, then you want to go to Mulago. There's some big, where they, I don't know what they call it. Yes, one day they were waving, I was excited, and I stood, I regretted, because they stampeded now and started trampling because these people are staying on the roadside. But so really you have no right kubanga gwonna ebyonoonya okujja noyingira mu bulamu bwaffe ekitubeezaawo. So that's why we insist, if you want campaigns, go ebbali eyo, abagala kuwuliriza byoyogera bagenda kusanga eyo. Ffe tuli ku nnaku yaffe, tutunda ennyaanya, tuli ku byaffe. Bwe tuba twagala okujja eyo tugenda beera we tunaakusanga, naye si ggwe okujjamu kutulumba wano. Now coming to the time, because it is so unfair. These people are coming from far, the ones you are addressing. They need to go back before darkness, because you don't know, sometimes some of these areas have got some crime, some this. So why do you want to go beyond 6 o'clock? That's why we put it like that. Don't campaign at night, campaign early and go. So when you see people saying they don't care, it is because abantu abo bebalimu tibabafaako, babakozesa bukozesa, mumpagire. That's why they go for religion, mumpagire kubanga ni Protestanti, kubanga ni Mukatoliki, kati ebyo byakugenda mugulu. Kati ffe tuliko wano ebyaffe byawo n'enguudo, obwavu, kati waliwo obwavu Obukatoliki banange n'Obusiraamu. You can see they are useless people. Bayingira mu bintu byebataninamu, byebatamanyi. So that's why they have no okulumirwa abantu. That's why they go for all those irrelevant factors, amawanga, edini, biki. So I can't go beyond 6, because singa omwana w'abantu agwa mubatemu ekiro addayo mbu ava mu lwale ya Museveni, so nga siriwo okumuvuga kumutuusa awaka. If I had capacity to drive them home safely, we could stay up to midnight. Then afterwards we have vehicles to take them home. But they are going to walk back home on their own. And you don't see that you should end. There's also darkness. If in case somebody picks your pocket, you will not see him in darkness. That's why I want people to go early, go away. Thank you so much. I'm dying really to have a whole day with my companions, the rumor mongers. Who have been with the old man with the hat. Come, you. kino genda ku muzindaro
Owekitiibwa Nalongo Shamshad Nalujja nga mbeera Masaka, nzaalibwa Masaka Seera. Ye.
Very good. Nalongo lunabameka abalongo.
Nina abalongo ba mulundi gumu omulenzi n'omuwala.
Very good. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. Owekitiibwa Mr. Meeting, ensonga ya meeting.
No, we shall organize. Let's first finish the elections. We are going to organize. I'm dying to meet you and talk with you. I will invite you to Rwakitura or Kisozi. We shall see which is better. Okay? Thank you so much. Kana katoka gamba ki? Kano kavawa.
Your Excellency, nze Nakayenga Sharon, nga nkola ne Makula TV. Your Excellency, tusaba kulaba, tunabagenda Kampala.
Today? No, today we are busy. You are still around here?
Yes.
Fine, we shall organize. We shall organize. Okay, kare bazukuru. We should thank this lady for hosting us. Tumubaza okutuchaza.
Well, that has been the President of the Republic of Uganda and also the presidential party flag bearer of the NRM party having a brief chat here with the Fourth Estate shortly after casting the vote here at this polling station in Kiruhura district, that is in Rwakitura. The president has been loud and clear. You have heard what he intends to bring on table for the rest of Ugandans if entrusted with another mandate in the coming term of office, that is the 2025-2026.
Make it a habit. 7 minutes of Tai Chi every morning, all the way for 1 month. In 1 week, you'll feel better. In 2 weeks, you look better. In 1 month, your wife won't believe your results. Here's a Tai Chi workout plan, made for men over 50. These beginner-friendly exercises take just 7 minutes a day. Tai Chi is the best medicine for men over 50, and it's a key to long-lasting health and vitality. It's more than a workout. It's a game changer for your life and longevity. Just open the app and follow along.
To face it out completely. He has fought against corruption in this whole 40-year rule to ensure that Ugandans at the end of the day service delivery is at their doorsteps, and he is promising that fellow Ugandans, if you feel he is the best choice for you and entrust him with your vote today, then those are the key issues he will be focusing on in the coming term of leadership as the president of Uganda. Here at this polling station, much as the president was addressing us here, then voting was still going on. Voters are still lining up. If our cameras will dodge a bit to the other side where the polling station is. And just to give you an emphasis that this address has not been at the polling station. The president moved away from the polling station not to interfere with the exercise of voting. That's why even you hear him not inviting a few staffs whom he wanted some details from them. So long as he was told that they are going ahead with the polling exercise, they were spared not to be interrupted. Because at the end of the day, he's a candidate and this process must to go on because it has a timeline of 4 p.m. as a deadline so that they close up and start up the tallying of results. Our viewers, one made to understand we are even on Star TV, but of course twagala just okujjukiza nti omukulembeze gwanga nga bw'omulabye essira asinze kuliteeka ku abo baalonze mubuziza nga nze ng'omuntu nti alonze mukulembeze wa kika ki mu kunnyonnyola kwe enkakaso tegedde bulungi nti ye ng'omukulembeze w'eggwanga nga candidate Museveni agambye nti alonze omuntu agenda okugatta Uganda atajja kutandika kukuliriza amawanga n'ebirala. So as we
Well, thank you very much, Robert Onyango at Karo Primary School in Rachtura, Kiruhura district. I'm joined by Ranga Christopher, who is the head and patron of the Mulungushi Club, as we wind up the first half of today. This is the day that Ugandans have gone to the polls. Ranga, you're most welcome.
Thank you very much, Comrade Dichilabo. Thanks very much, UBC, for giving me such a grand opportunity to make a statement after His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni has just addressed the nation. It is a great pleasure indeed.
Well, the president has said so much in a small split of time just after casting his vote. What do you make out of his statement, briefly?
I think he has tried to be honest to Uganda, but he has left out some critical details. And these critical details, when we go for multi-party elections, we are celebrating, we are paying a tribute to our grandson, the mother of modern nationalism, and that is Ignatius Kangave Musazi, who started the Uganda National Congress in 1952 with a common motto, with a militant motto, one man, one vote, self-government now. It was a struggle to operationalize that wish, that desire, that struggle to come into fruition. So I think for every Ugandan who is at the polls and who may go there later, we are paying homage to Ignatius Kangave Musazi and his team. The fruits of 1952 are getting consolidated. That is one aspect. The second aspect, we are paying tribute to the 1957 electoral law, which helped us organize the first multi-party elections in 1958, which precisely the head of state has left out, 1961, 1962, and 1980. We missed out on a snap election in 1966 because of the crisis. And we missed out in 1971, another election of 1+3 because of the coup.
Now, His Excellency in his speech talked about how he craved so much to see that we have free and fair elections, and this is where he brought in the issue of the machines, the biometric voter verification machines, which he has explained that there could have been delays in the Electoral Commission, someone to submit names of people who are operating these machines. He said the machines work at his polling station, much as it couldn't get his fingerprints, but at least it could detect his face. And he said this is one of the ways to have transparent voting. But earlier on, the chairperson of the Electoral Commission, which also the president said he agreed to, allowed voting to go on where even machines are unable to function, as long as someone is in the voters register and they verify that that is the person, because it contains your name, it has your photo, and then that person can go ahead and vote. Ranga, what do you make of day one so far?
I hail from Kaboja A, which is part of Kasenge Parish, which is part of Chengela Town Council, and which is part of Wakiso District. I think in the previous elections, we delayed to start elections.
This natural healing handbook is incredible, but I thought it was a little pricey at first. Since a lot of people said they were waiting for a better deal, we decided to drop an insane clearance sale with up to 75% off. And we're also adding 2 free bonus guides and a digital copy, all for just $37. This is your chance to try 120 plus natural remedies using simple ingredients like garlic, lemon, and ginger that support your energy, digestion, and joints naturally. But this deal is available for a limited time only, so hurry and get your hands on a physical copy before this special clearance sale ends.
That is Kalo Primary School in Kiruhura district, where he is a registered voter. He's soon going to be casting his vote, and of course that will mean that His Excellency has fulfilled his constitutional mandate. Every Ugandan of age of voting, it is your right to participate in choosing who your next leader is. Now, of course, we can see that there are quite other people at the polling station also who have come to cast their vote. Today is a big day in our history, the 15th of January, where again Ugandans have gone to the polls to elect their member of parliament, that is district woman member of parliament, the directly elected member of parliament, but also who will take on the mantle of governing this country for the next 5 years. There are 8 candidates in the race, and Yoweri Kaguta Museveni is the NRM candidate. We are bringing you live. That is His Excellency. They're checking for his name, then he will be given his about candidate Yoweri Kaguta Museveni of the NRM. Yes, he's now a candidate of the NRM party, and of course is with other 8 people in the race. Who will take it at the end of the day? Remember, the law is very clear. Within 48 hours from the closure of polling, the chairperson of the Electoral Commission must have announced the winner of that election. So if you calculate, we have till Saturday around 4 p.m. that Justice Simon Byabakama, that is the time he has to announce who will have won this election. For members of parliament, that is at district level. Of course, the district turning officers will be able to announce who will be the winner. His Excellency clearly looking, I think that is the biometric voter verification machine. If I have heard it clearly, His Excellency trying it out there. However, Justice Simon Byabakama earlier on clarified or gave direction, issued a statement on that, that where these machines have become non-functional due to technicalities, voting should go on. Voting should go on because we have the voters register. And you should follow as long as someone is in the register. Then that person should vote, and we should not hold voting because the machines are not working. And we don't know what is happening there, but it seems His Excellency has something to, it seems the NRM presidential candidate has something to say there. Either regarding the machine, yes, we see him removing the hat. Let's wait and look. Now they're trying, let's see if they're trying to get, yes, that is the machine they are using as the president is going to vote. That must be working indeed. Well, that is exactly what is happening now. His Excellency in the process of casting his vote to take on Uganda for the next 5 years. Should Ugandans give him the mandate today? Because
everything was fine, but
that is candidate Yoweri Kaguta Museveni of the NRM going to cast his vote. He's at the Benson, going to tick, and right now the president, he's making his choice. The candidate of the NRM party, Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, making his choice on who will lead the country for the next 5 years. Since it is a secret ballot, well, the choice is not known to anybody because it has to be known to only you who is casting that ballot. He's now headed for the bucket to drop in his ballot paper after folding it vertically. He's folding it vertically, very carefully, and slotting it into the box. He's now heading for yet another basin because 3 positions are to be voted today. That is the president, the district woman member of parliament, and the directly elected member of parliament. Now he's at the directly elected member of parliament. He's finished casting for the president, and there he heads for the box. He folds vertically and slots it into the box. One more to go. The president still heads for the final box. That is the district woman member of parliament.
Got a great business idea? Give it a domain name from GoDaddy. Every order comes with our effortless AI experience, GoDaddy Aero, which will generate a logo, landing page, and more for you in just a few clicks. With our award-winning support, it couldn't be easier to start an online business with us, which is why we're trusted by more than 20 million customers. Unlock your online potential today with GoDaddy.
In a moment, Todd's mom will read her son's internet browsing history.
What?
ExpressVPN apps keep your activity and identity private while you browse, stream, email, or download. To learn more and get 3 extra months of ExpressVPN protection for free, go to expressvpn.com/mom.
To go. You are watching UBC TV this early morning. Now 28 minutes left to the first day of voting, eventually starting. And that is for this voting season. My name is Julie F. Nantaba. This is a day that we thank God for because it's another day that is writing history. History to be written yet again for Uganda. Whichever way it transpires, we are here to bring you the stories as they unfold. I am with Robert Jirabo Nyonyitono and Joan Murunju. Super excited for this season that as the A team, we are looking forward to making sure that we put a smile on your face. But not only that, we keep you updated in every single step along the way. Good morning, John.
Good morning, Julie.
Well?
I'm well, very, very excited because here on UBC, as we inspire you, we are ready to bring you whatever is transpiring throughout the elections. Where I've passed as I was coming, of course, yes, it's true, the streets are relatively empty.
Yes.
But I passed via Lunguja police station and I saw a security briefing taking place. It was around, I think, 5:20, and I was impressed because, you know, these briefings are very vital in such critical times. And of course, I also saw some police patrols trying to keep an eye on the Ugandans and promoting peace in this general election. The day is today. And of course, you out there, go and cast your vote peacefully.
Definitely, sir. Robert, good morning.
A lovely morning to you, Julie, and of course, Joan, and above all, our viewer. Thank you very much for waking up with us on this day, where again history is going to be made, that Ugandans went to the polls. Now, 2021, on such a day, on the 15th, we were not going for the elections because we had held our elections the previous day, which is on the 14th.
Right.
Now people were eager, waiting, and wondering at what time will they declare. But remember, the law is very clear. Within 48 hours from closure of polling, Justice Simon Byabakama should have announced who will be the winner in this election. Two of the 8 will take the day. And of course, at district level, parliamentary results will be flowing in, and there the winners will know.
Yes.
Yeah, because so. We'll know who has taken the day. But all in all is get up, wake up, dress, go and cast your vote. Because by 4 p.m., the polling constable will stand at the end of the line, the last person in the queue. And when that one is done, you won't have an opportunity to cast your vote. But also make sure you know what to do. We do not want invalid votes. 2021, we had over 40,000 invalid votes. That means people who woke up, went to the polling station, didn't know what to do. Yes, Julie.
Very interesting at that. And if you talk about invalid votes, there are a few that are expected, especially for where Amatheus Walukaga was standing. The fact that he shall appear on the ballot paper, there's an expectation of those mistakes taking shape, that people will anyway vote for him. But unfortunately, it will be an invalid vote. But anyways, 8 presidential candidates that we have to vote for on this particular day, the 15th of January 2026. Pardon me, why am I going all the way back to that year? But looking at these 8 presidential candidates, why not take a trip at their profiles and look at who they are, where they started from, and what their journey looks like. Starting off with the NRM flag bearer, that is candidate Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, born on the 15th of September 1944 in Ntungamo district, that is in Uganda. He is a veteran politician, and he is one who is known to definitely tell the history of his name. His father, the late Amos Kaguta, fought in World War II, and his father was served under the 7th Battalion, and that's how he named the son Museveni, Tuminyaba Museveni, who fought under the 7th Battalion, and that's how he got his name Museveni. Now, he is a revolutionary leader and soldier who has served as president of Uganda since 26 January 1986, making him one of Africa's longest serving leaders. He was educated at Chamate Primary School, Mbarara High School, Ntare School, and the University of Dar es Salaam, where he studied economics and political science and became deeply involved in Pan-African and liberation ideologies. Museveni led the National Resistance Army, NRA, to power after a 5-year guerrilla war that ended years of political instability. Under his leadership, Uganda experienced relative stability, economic liberalization, and growth in infrastructure, education, healthcare, and regional influence, including peacekeeping missions in Somalia. The other candidate that would pique your interest is definitely Mugisha Muntu, who was born in 1958, a Ugandan politician and retired military officer, known for his disciplined leadership style, integrity, and commitment to institutional development. He joined National Resistance Army during the Bush War and rose through the ranks to become Army Commander between 1989 and 1998, where he was credited with professionalizing the Army and the armed forces and instilling discipline. And indeed, you can tell that his stature, he is such a disciplined man. After leaving the military, Muntu entered opposition politics, serving as president of the Forum for Democratic Change, FDC, from 2012 to 2017. And in 2009, he founded the Alliance for National Transformation, and following internal disagreements within the FDC, he has contested for the presidency and consistently advocates for gradual democratic reform, strong party structures, and ethical leadership rooted in institutions rather than personalities. Now, definitely, I'll allow Robert Chirabo Nyonyintono to give us the other profiles that he has at hand to look into some of the 8 presidential candidates for whom you are voting this morning. Robert.
Well, I'll go for Joseph Mabirizi. Now, Joseph Mabirizi is a Ugandan lawyer, author, and a public interest litigator, recognized for his persistent engagement with constitutional law and governance issues. Trained in law and admitted to the Uganda bar, Mabirizi filed several high-profile petitions challenging constitutional amendments, presidential eligibility, and the interpretation of key legal provisions. Beyond litigation, he is an author of books and a legal commentator focused on constitutionalism, leadership, ethics, and civic responsibility. His work has sparked national debate and court rulings, positioning him as a controversial yet influential figure in Uganda's legal and political atmosphere, known for his uncompromising approach to constitutionalism and accountability. Now, away from Joseph Mabirizi, we go to Frank Kabinga Burira, who is a Ugandan lawyer, politician, and a civic leader active in national governance debates. Trained as an advocate, he has practiced law and used his legal background to engage in public advocacy on constitutionalism, justice, and democratic reforms. Bulira has participated in opposition politics and contested for elective office, particularly within Kampala, where he has built recognition as a thoughtful and articulate public figure. He emphasizes citizen empowerment, adherence to the rule of law, and leadership accountability, positioning himself as part of Uganda's emerging reform-oriented political class. Joan, please.
And of course, moving forward, Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu, popularly known as Bobi Wine, was born on 12 February 1982 in Gomba District, Uganda. He is a Ugandan politician, musician, activist, and former ghetto youth icon. Educated at Makerere University, where he studied music, dance, and drama, Kyagulanyi built a successful music career using his art to highlight poverty, corruption, and social injustice. He joined formal politics in 2017 after winning the Chadondo East parliamentary by-election as an independent candidate. He later became president of the National Unity Platform, Uganda's largest opposition party by parliamentary numbers. Bobi Wine emerged as a leading symbol of youth-led political change and contested in the 2021 presidential election, finishing second. Relatively, Nathan Nandala Mafabi, who is also a presidential candidate today, born on 17th January 1966 in Sironko District, Uganda, is a Ugandan politician, economist, and seasoned legislator. He studied economics at Makerere University and later earned a master's degree in development economics from the University of Manchester in the United Kingdom. Mafabi has served multiple terms as Member of Parliament for Budadiri West and is a senior leader of the Forum for Democratic Change, where he has served as Secretary General. He also chaired a Parliament's Public Accounts Committee, gaining a national prominence for exposing financial mismanagement and promoting accountability in government. Now known for his farm oversight role and grassroots mobilization skills, Mafabi is regarded as a strong advocate for democratic governance and economic justice. And of course, Munyagwa Mubaraka Serunga, popularly known as Mogati Gwabata, is a Ugandan politician, activist, and former Member of Parliament for Kawempe South. He previously served as mayor of Kawempe Division and is the founder and president of the Common Man's Party, launched in 2025. Born in Kitagwenda District, Western Uganda, Munyagwa grew up largely in central Uganda. He completed his O-level education at Kitagwenda High School in 1996 and A-level at Nakasero Secondary School in 1999, later earning a diploma in law from the Law Development Center in 2014. Known for his populist rhetoric, humor-filled speeches, street mobilization, and unconventional political style, Munyagwa appeals strongly to urban and informal sector voters while remaining a polarizing figure in national politics. And of course, to proceed with another presidential candidate for today is Robert Kasibante. Born in 1988 in Busuju, Mityana District, Uganda, is a Ugandan entrepreneur, vocational trainer, and politician, standing as a presidential candidate for the 2026 general election. He represents the National Peasants Party, a political organization focused on rural development, youth empowerment, and equitable economic growth. Kasibante holds a bachelor's degree in business administration and a master's degree in human resource management from Makerere University Business School. After university, he turned to vocational education and founded the Victory School of Beauty and Hospitality Management in 2015, which has trained thousands of Ugandan youth in